Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm Frank Spillers. Welcome to Rural Community Solutions, where we help you create family-friendly, youth-centered places that attract the people that you want to attract. Grow your community, grow your business. What about the workforce? We're going through a lot of businesses these days are looking for workforce. How can you create that environment that attracts the worker? Do you really know what type of worker you want? What do they look like? What are their characteristics? It's all about that. You attract what you believe in. And so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about what makes a healthy community, because that's really pretty important. That you know healthy people make healthy communities. And if you're not working at all of this to make healthy people, you're not going to attract people that want to be healthy. And that's one of the major attractions these days. People are looking for places to live, and they're looking to places to live a great life. So what really makes a great life for people? Well, that's pretty subjective, but yet generally we do know that what makes a great life for people is that they want relationships. They want to know that people are going to be connected. They want to know that they can have great relationships. They also need engagement. Engagement means that they can be listened to, and their opinion valued, to where what we know of Ord, Nebraska, it's creating agency. Don Mackey talks a lot about creating agency, where every idea is listened to, every idea is supported, right? There are no bad ideas. Every idea is supported, and they move forward. That's engagement. How do you talk through those issues? How do you talk about the issues to where it's not just around a bond issue, but it is all issues, and a bond issue might just happen to be one of those issues? So how do you create that environment to where people participate, people are engaged in that? An entrepreneurial environment. How do you create entrepreneurs? Well, that's purpose, passion, having a vision, creating goals to get them there. How do you create that entrepreneurial economy that builds it? And then collaboration. How do you use people that can be and can get together to know that their talents is not going to be challenged. Their talents is going to be enhanced by other people's talents. That's what true collaboration is. And so ultimately, healthy people are happier and more productive. So if you want a really productive community, healthier people are happier, more productive. They're less prone to accidents. Okay, they're less prone to accidents on and off the job, not judge. Sorry. Let me try this again. They're less prone to accidents on the job than those who aren't in good health, right? Because if you're not in good health, you're under a lot of stress. And stress and those memories, even traumatic events, are going through there. So yesterday we talked about we're all in the same storm, the pandemic. Everybody is in the same storm. It's just that people are reacting differently to it. And why is mental health such an issue coming through this whole storm? It's because of this. When you come through an event, when you have an event that happens, it is recorded in your amygdala, in your brain. In other words, that creates and that controls your fight or your flight. So when an event comes up to you, I mean, everything, a traumatic event, a good event, whatever it is, it controls your fight or flight. It stays in your amygdala. And when it stays in your amygdala, it's your emotional state that stays with that memory. So whenever people are thinking about the pandemic, it could be 10 years from now. Whenever people think about the pandemic, they're going to go through some certain experience, some certain emotion that they felt through the pandemic. It will take them right back to as if they are living that moment immediately, living that moment right there. That is the amygdala. That traps that memory in the brain, and it creates that fight or flight emotion, just like they were living it again. Doesn't matter how far away it is, how long it has been swept under the rug, how far you are in years. It is where you're at right now, and it's the memory that puts you back in exactly where they thought it would be. Okay, and so how do you take care of that memory? Because if you don't take care of it, it's going to cause you a lot of stress. And we know that the impact of stress in the impact of being stuck in that fight or flight response can do this. Your physical reaction into that can raise your blood pressure. Well, if you're stuck in that fight or flight for a long-term effect, it will create heart disease. And so what are you going to be doing to release that so you don't have heart disease? Your stress hormone could raise. That's the physical reaction of an emotional event, right? This is just an event that you're hanging on to. That's something that you went through as we're going through this, right? So if you think about the pandemic, you think about some experience in the pandemic, your stress hormone rises. And that could result in, if you hang on to it for the long term, anxiety, insomnia, addictions, weight gain. Are we seeing these in our employees? Are we seeing this effect in our workforce? Are we seeing this effect in our community? If we are, then we have to take care of it some way. So what we're doing, and there's a whole bunch of other physical reactions. There's heart attacks, your blood platelets can increase, your immune system weakens, so you get more infections, you can get cancer, people are more out, your growth and sex hormones fall, so it's premature aging. A lot can happen when you hang on to the fight or the flight emotion that happened. And so we're starting a series where we're actually getting back on the road, because we are then using our workshop of life-defining moments that we have created. And we're doing it for early care and education providers right away. We're in Council Bluffs on June 19th. So if you are an Iowan early care and education provider, go to the training registry and sign up for the June 19th 6-hour class of Life's Defining Moments, because we'll be working through this model of how do you help with that fight or the flight? How do you help with the stress? How do you deal with the life's defining moments? And not only how you can do with it, but also how you can pass that on and help the kids in your care handle theirs. And that's one of the workshops that we're doing. We're getting back on the road. Yay, we're doing in-person stuff. So I'm real excited about this. June 19th in Council Bluffs. Go to the training registry. If you are in Southwest Iowa and an early care education provider, you'll get hours. You'll get a great workshop. We're going to have a lot of fun. If you are a community, if you are another business or so, and you are seeing a lot of this stress, give us a holler. Give me an email, and we can work with your sector. We can work with your businesses, employees, your community, to bring this workshop to your community, to help your community. How do you handle this? How are people handling the stress coming out of the pandemic? This is an important issue. So we want to help. We want to help you help others. So give me an email and we can work out those arrangements, because thriving communities need this. Thriving communities foster mental health and well-being where people experience less stress and anxiety, and where people feel connected. They have safe places to gather. They have access to affordable housing and good jobs. Now, good jobs is pretty relative, but they only want one job. They want a job that will pay them enough that they don't have to work multiple places, multiple jobs. That's what a good job is. One place gives them good benefits, and they feel secure there. They feel happy there, and they're working their passion. They feel they can grow there. That's all a good job. So maybe one show, what we'll do is we will define what we think is a good job for people. Also, thriving communities, people look at their history and culture and strengths and assets of the community. You look at all of that and say, okay, what are we hanging on to that we don't need to hang on to anymore? Why do we do certain things? Where are we going? They destigmatize depression. That's part of that mental health ability. They connect veterans to ease reentry into civilian life. They look at policies and practices and norms to create, and they support mental health and resilience. And that's from the Prevention Institute of what makes a healthy community. Thriving communities, because healthy people make healthy communities. So, is your mind and what you're eating connected to make you healthy? Yes, it is. So healthy communities also eat well. They provide nutritious meals. They provide nutritious opportunities to eat well. All of these habits, all of these systems are put into place to build community. We have to start working with communities, and communities have to start thinking about and working towards being a healthy community. Healthy is not just the mental health aspect of it. It's not just the physical aspect of it. It's not just your hospital that can do that. It's not just your public health system that can do that. This is where economic development shines. This is where your volunteers shine. When a community focuses and has a mission to work through all of these other issues, all right, all of these issues to create that healthy community and that entrepreneurial environment, you build trust, you build unity, and you build great policies that support an entrepreneurial economy. That's how you build rural America. I'm Frank Spillers, and this has been Rural Community Solutions. If you want more, you can go to our YouTube channel, and we have more than 200 videos on how to build healthy communities. You can contact me at frank@ghorizons.com, and let's start a conversation. You can go to my Facebook page, give me a comment, and we can start a conversation there. Or you can listen to our podcast at anchor.fm/Frank Spillers. Think like an entrepreneur, become a spark plug. Hey, we're happy to help. We want to grow rural America. This is all of us. We're in. I want you to have a great day. We will not be here tomorrow. We will not have a show as we will be on the road. But we want to wish you all a very safe, reflective, and wonderful Memorial Day weekend. So we will see you next Tuesday. I'm Frank Spillers, and this has been Rural Community Solutions, where we help communities and businesses create family-friendly, youth-centered places that attract the people that you want. Have a great holiday, guys. Be safe. Make good choices.